Hello friends, welcome back to another session with me. I am Sanyukta Saxena and we are learning and practicing to draw this new tangle called Wyfore, and this is the last tile, the 5 tile that we drew in the last session, and today we will take our journey a step forward. Let's try drawing the same tangle in a slightly different arrangement. So Y4, the tangle is very easy to draw, looks somewhat like a relative, as I mentioned earlier also, looks like a relative of the tangle Huggins. Just that the look is something like a curled piece of paper, something like that. Yeah. So let's get started right away. And I'm going to now start like this. Yeah. So I'm going to start, probably you can use a reference line, something like this, right? Just for your reference, not required otherwise. And I'm going to start right away. This is a regular square tile. And then curl it up like this. Again, start from here, go straight up and curl it up like this, right? So again, join these and this, right? So this is pretty thin. The center section is pretty thin, as you can see here, right? So what I'm going to do is, again, in this section we have drawn the tangle one above the other, right? We have placed them one over the other. Here I'm going to draw behind, right? So a slight difference. So I have started the second one and kind of drawing it behind. Again, curl it up like this, and this one will not show complete. It is going behind like this. Yeah. So let's add something like this here. Ink it, or you can add some lines, or you can add mesh, whatever you feel like, right? And again, I'm going to add this same thing here, a hidden one like this. Yeah. Again, start with one more. Looks something like mocha sprouts, right? However, the tangle is a little different. Again, going behind like this, right? So you can diminish the size, you can keep the size the same, whatever you feel like. No hard and fast rules here. Just going by what I feel like. Again, probably one more, one last, like this. Yeah. And then just draw behind a little bit there, right? So if you want, you can add one or two more, or you can stop here, right? So I'm going to stop here and then see. Let's see what other tangles can we include here. So one more thing that you can do here is add this aura like this. Small little things that you can do to add to the look of your tangle. Yeah. Spaces are small, so take it easy. This section you can either draw dots or you can add anything you feel like. Probably I'll add diminishing dots, something like this. You can leave it empty. You can add any other tangle that you feel like. Yeah, something like this. You can always add some weight on one side. Something like this. Yeah. So that's our Y4. Now let us extend it a little more, draw more tangles. So again, up to you, what more tangles do you want to include? So I'm going to probably, you can either add a border or you can do without it. I'll probably place a slight light-handed border here, right? And then probably start with a tangle called Vertigo, but a slight little variation. Yeah, so in the latest project pack, this is how Rick and Maria and our other mentors showed us how to draw the Vertigo a little differently. Yeah, so I'm using that. So what I'm doing here is adding a line, adding a V on the top of the line, at the end of the line, and then joining it this way. Yeah, so you can draw it the normal way. You can try this new way to draw the Vertigo, whatever you are comfortable with. Right? So I'm just drawing it randomly, not thinking much how, what, where. Generally, when you draw Vertigo, you draw the first strand and then you draw the second strand crossing it. Yeah, that's how you draw it. But here I'm just going random. Yeah, so feel free to add wherever you find that space. Take your time. Spaces are small and there is a lot of drawing behind. So just take it easy. Right, so shape is not important. It need not be perfect shape. You can add slight curve, you can add straight line, whatever you feel like. Right? Drawing behind. So choose tangles that come to you easily. No hard and fast rule here. Draw any tangle that you feel like. Right? So I'm going to place some orbs in between. They look really nice as far as the tangle Vertigo is concerned. Right? So you can place few more wherever you feel like. And same thing I'm going to do on this side also. Right? Like this. I hope it is clear how I'm drawing it. Just going to zoom in a little. Yeah, so just drawing a V at the end. Again. You can draw it any which ways. Right? And now I'm going to cross them like this. Wherever I have space, go with the spaces. Yeah, again cross, drawing behind. Yeah. So I am done with drawing my Vertigo on both the sides. Now one more tangle that I am going to draw is Jetties. However, I am going to draw moon pies inside. This is again inspired from the latest project pack, wherein moon pies were drawn like lollipops or on sticks, right? So it was a really beautiful tangleation. So I thought, why not use it? So using my moon pie inside the Jetties, Adding another aura, adding some orbs. Take your time. Add another aura. And then you can either fill it with lines or orbs or whatever you feel like. Duda. I'm probably going to add some straight lines here. Like these. Yeah. So I'm going to add a couple of more like these. Yeah. Take your time and slowly add these beautiful looking jetties. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same for all. Add moon pie inside them. Double aura. One more aura. Kind of knight's bridge inside. Another aura. And then you can add some orbs. Like these. And then add another aura. Yeah. So take your time and slowly do that for all your jetties or orbs. Yeah. So I am done with drawing my jetties. Now the rest of the spaces which are left, you can either leave it the way it is or you can add small little tangles, auras. Yeah. So let us see if we want to add auras at few places. So I'm just going to aura the space that I have. Something like this. Yeah. So something like the tangle coherent that we draw. So I'm just auraing the space left in between. Or you can choose to ink it, or you can add any other tangle of your choice. I'm just adding simple auras here. Yeah, going with whatever spaces I have. Not thinking much where, what. That's it. I think that's enough. Some bit of auras there. Yeah. Yeah. So let us now start to shade. If you want, you can add anything else. As I mentioned, you can add tipple, you can add any filler tangle, right? So I'm going to start shading now. So as far as this section is concerned, adding some graphite at the beginning, and then as we shaded in the last session also, highlight the fold. Yeah. Spaces are small, so don't add too much, just a touch. Let us first blend this much. right? So it looks like just highlighting the fold. So the white section should also be visible, so don't blend too much. Just a slight touch. Yeah. And then place from where lines are emerging, emanating. A good idea to highlight that. Right? So as far as the jetties are concerned, you can always add on one side. Something like this. Right? So up to you. How do you want to shade your jetties? This is generally the way I do it because it adds a lot of dimension. They look like floating on your tile. Yeah. So I really like shading my jetties this way, but you can always go ahead and shade in a different fashion because you have a moon pie inside, right? So you can always shade it the way you shade your moon pies. Yeah, I think that's sufficient. Make sure one side is dark. Yeah. And then comes your vertigo. So again, I'm just going to add on this line. From where all the petals or leaves are emerging, just going to darken that. Yeah. So try different arrangements, try using the same tangle different ways. Explore your creativity. So last but not the least is the white chalk, right? So you have to add some chalk on the other side. So I'm highlighting the other side of my jetties where I have not added graphite. Yeah, highlighting it. So I'm done with that exercise. Just add some chalk on the other side and highlight it. Use a different blending stub and take away the excess. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think we need to add anything else. If you want, you can redo some of the lines after you have shaded. Just adding a little weight to these lines. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm going to close my tile here. Put in your chop. Must do that. Sign and date your tile. Right. So I'll see you again with another new arrangement of the same tangle. We'll try new things. Till then, have a good time. Yeah. Bye bye.